Hello there, welcome to a tyke farming in the Philippines. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ding-a-ling-ding-dong the bell. It's Saturday morning, 6:30, a little bit overcast, quite a cool morning, so it's quite nice. We'll have 3 men on site this morning, they're not in yet. And we'll be working on the fence, and we'll be working around the sari store. Soy will be finishing off the pump housing, and then he'll start on the gate where the roller shutter is to the side of the sari store. So, as usual, I'll make 2 or 3 videos throughout the day, and we'll get back to you shortly. So Jean's fairly busy this morning, people coming and going. Back again, 12 o'clock. We're waiting for some materials coming, angle iron and iron matting for the jobs we're doing this morning, we've been doing this morning. Soy's on the sari store is making up a large gate and a smaller gate for this end, which will open outwards just to keep the cats and dogs out the veranda and shop when we don't want them in there, because sometimes they're a pain in the backside when you're having your tea, your evening meal, and there's cats jumping on the table. So it's chipped out the posts, or one post, and he's made a start, but I don't think he's got the material. We're waiting for the material to do that. And the same with the cover for the well. he's took the plywood off, and I've ordered a sheet of tin, better quality tin than that. So that'll be, you'll be able to finish that when the tin comes. So we'll have a walk down and see what Win and Ramil have been doing. I've done nothing this morning. I've still got a runny nose and sore throat, and so I won't be doing anything again today. Except I'll answer the comments this afternoon. So the pigs are okay, cleaned and fed. So they've took 2 panels of shuttering off. They've just one panel to take off. And what they're doing with them, because we're getting pestered with these stray dogs, they've put them up here and made a temporary fence with them. That last panel will block this off. And then they'll be on to this next panel. What the stray dogs have started to do now, they're jumping over the wall into the piggery. At this side where it's empty, and they're trying to get into the bags of feed. They've not been successful yet. But eating, yeah. But if they do get successful, then obviously they'll come in ever larger numbers if they're going to get some feed out the job. So I was down here this morning with Jean and Soy, and they explained what I wanted with this chicken shed. Not the interior, one step at a time, the exterior. And as I said on a previous video, from that third post to another post here where I'm stood, to that second post up there, utilising the fence, and Soy said no to that, because it's not square, the fence isn't square, and it's much easier to put 4 new posts in. We'll square them up. The other concern he had was the roof's going to slant that way. It's going to be overlapping the neighbour's property, or throwing water onto the neighbour's property. So the 2 new posts on that side will come away from the wall a little bit, so the roof is on our property completely, and the overspill of water will splash against the fence, because I don't think we will be putting gutters on it. So that's how we stand with that, and that'll be the next job now after the fence, which won't be much longer. So yeah, we know what we're doing there, and there's materials coming today to start that. So we'll leave this video there. I'll just have a quick look inside. All sleeping. Most of them are sleeping anyway. So I'll leave this video there, and I'll do another one later on. The delivery's just been. We've got iron matting, bit of tin sheet to finish the pump housing off, We've got Rio bar, 10mm and 12mm I think. That's for the posts of the chicken house. We've got the purlins for the chicken house. We've got 2-inch angle iron for the chicken house. We've got some steel tubing, about 1 inch. Not sure what that's for. This is what Soy requested this morning. Now, we did have a discussion this morning. He wanted 2-inch angle iron, so I did ask him if we could make small girders out of 1/4 inch angle iron to make it cheaper, because I'm very conscious now about the cost of materials, and the 2-inch angle iron is quite expensive because of the weight of the metal. And he thought about it, and he says, no, we'll go with 2-inch angle iron, because by the time making little girders out of 1/4 inch angle iron, it's time consuming, it's fiddly, and the welds are not going to be great on a small scale like that. And the labour costs, he says it's much quicker, and will be not really saving a great deal of money when you take into account how the time is consuming of making small girders and wages. So I agreed with him. He knows what he's doing, so it'd be an act of stupidity on my part to disagree with him once I've had the explanation. But they are aware now on site that material costs have to be as low as possible. So yeah, there's basically everything we need there. There'll be a few odd bits and pieces, but basically everything we need there to put the posts up and the roof on, apart from the tin sheets. It's stinking hot here today. Not humid, it's just like bloody Australia. It'd be 34, 36 degrees I would think. Dry. But in the direct sunlight it's getting on for 50 degrees. 34, 36 degrees is in the shade. So it's very hot. So we'll leave this video there, and I'll do another one later on this afternoon. It's 5:30. Finally it's cooling down a little bit. So we'll go and have a look. I'll have a quick look at the pigs and we'll see what we've done today. I can see in the sunlight there's lots of small flies. I assume mosquitoes. Yeah. Which I'll come back to mosquito situation in a minute. Yeah, spotty pigs. We do seem to be improving with the spots on these pigs. As to the cause of them, I don't really know, but I suspect it is mosquitoes. I'm looking for a little spray bottle which I left on the top of that plywood, which I've been using for 3 or 4 days here. It's been put away. Now in here I've got Citronella, I think it's pronounced, oil, water, and I think it's a small amount of vegetable oil. It's a pre-made product I bought, and I've been using it for 3 or 4 days. And to test it, if I can show what I'm doing, I sprayed it on my own arms. On the bottle it says you spray it on the hard surfaces, and it's supposed to protect against mosquitoes. And I was recommended it in comments, but I didn't spray it on the pigs until this morning. I've been spraying it on myself for 3 or 4 days, and it's too early to say whether it's going to work or not. It does smell of lemon or citrus when you first spray it on. I can smell it on my arms, but it's not a really strong smell, and it doesn't seem to last very long, the smell of it either. Now, it is slightly acidic, so you need to be careful you don't get it anywhere near the eyes. Now, whether it's going to work or not, I don't know. I know it's not going to do any harm, because like I say, I've been putting it on my own arms. I'm still getting the odd bite on my arms, but when I use the mosquito, the Johnson & Johnson mosquito repellent, it does work to an extent. You still get the odd bite, but this is much cheaper than the mosquito repellent from the big brands. So I'll give you an update next week whether I think it's doing any good or not. It's like a lot of these remedies. They work in some environments and maybe not as well in others. But there's no instant remedy for these sort of problems. The spotty pigs in here are nowhere near as bad as what they were. It was thought it was maybe flies, but the flies have gone now to a large extent. I mean, there's still flies around, but not in the quantities there were 3 weeks ago. We're thinking at the minute mosquitoes maybe, because the mosquito sting, if you like, itches, and the pigs rubbing on the concrete wall and turning the mosquito bite into a sore. It was said it was dermatitis, but definitely antibiotics didn't do any good at all. One pig it did improve, at least halfway to being right, after 3 injections. But that pig is pretty much right by itself. It's come good by itself. The antibiotics, in my opinion, didn't do much good at all. The small pigs, which are now quite big, but they were just weaners when we got this when we started thinking it was maybe mange. Now, all the small big pigs were injected with a worming injected, ivermectin. If it was mange, it would have stopped the spots on the small pigs. The small pigs didn't have spots at that stage, but you could see on the skin the spots were coming. So we don't know what it is really. We're just keeping on trying. See if we can get a remedy. But they are much better now than what they were 2 weeks ago. So it's probably their own immune system getting on top of whatever it is. That's my opinion. But I've never come across it before, so I don't know. I was always under the impression that larger pigs, the skin was too thick for mosquitoes to draw blood. But maybe I was wrong. But anyway, we'll just persevere. Now, I said at lunchtime videos, the shutterings come off apart from that one there, and they blocked the fence off, stop the dogs coming in. And we blocked off right up to the next piece of concrete panel. So hopefully we'll have less dogs in here tonight. They're digging out the trench here. They did, if I can find it, remove 2 quite big roots. Can't see them offhand. That's what all these chippings are. That one there was right in the middle, right in the way. So it looks like now this one, I don't think they're going to bother. That's a stone, it's not a root, yeah, it's a stone. They're not going to bother chipping this one out. They're going to step it back, the foundation, like they did before. So we're coming on, albeit slowly, with the fence. We'll have a look at what Sawyer's been doing. We've got bits of iron matting. The dogs are jumping over here as well, and a bit of plywood to stop them. We've got some angle iron welded onto the Rio bar in the post, top and bottom. The fence is made, they look to be the same width, so they'll both be hinged. They both will open in case we need to get furniture in and out, but there's only one half will be used on a regular basis. So the gates are made up, they just have to be hung now. Well, that'll be on Monday because Sawyer's not working tomorrow. Win and Ramela. So yeah, that's it. End of another day. And we'll do it all again tomorrow because of 2 men on site working. I'll make a video tomorrow.